All right, music fans, get this. Linkin Park is back.
Oh, yeah.
A world tour in 2025. After almost a decade, we had to break this down for you.
It's huge.
Huge GE.
Yeah, their last album was One More Light back in 2017.
Right.
But they've been busy collaborations tours with big names like 30 Seconds to Mars and Rise Against. But this is next level.
This is the whole new thing. And of course, they've got the new album coming out from Zero, dropping November 15th, 2024.
Yep.
Mark your calendars, people.
Okay.
Let's talk about the tour. North American leg kicks off April 12th, Las Vegas.
Okay.
And get this, they're headlining Sick New World Festival.
Wow.
With Metallica.
Now that's a power move.
Right. Sharing the stage with Metallica at a festival like that.
Yeah.
Talk about a statement.
Instant spotlight. Huge shared fanfulness.
Oh, yeah.
That show is going to be legendary.
Legendary. Then they're hitting all the major cities across the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles,
Little
Seattle, you name it. Plus Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver for our Canadian listeners.
Awesome.
They're not messing around.
Yeah. No, they're not. What I find really interesting is the range of venues. They're playing everything from arenas to stadiums.
Yeah.
It feels very deliberate, like they're making sure there's a show accessible to every kind of fan, no matter their budget or how big of a venue they prefer.
I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of making it accessible, let's not forget those support acts. PVRIS grandson Gene Dawson and JPEGMAFIA are joining them on select dates in North America.
Oh, wow.
What a mix.
That lineup alone speaks volumes. They're clearly not afraid to embrace a wider range of genres. Collaborate with artists who push boundaries. This isn't just about reliving the glory days. It feels like they're shaping the future of rock music.
Totally. And the global reach of this tour is mind-blowing. Latin America, Asia, Europe, they're going everywhere.
Wow.
And the opening acts for those legs are killer. Queens of the Stone Age, Spiritbox, AFI Architects. It's like a who's who of rock royalty.
Yeah, this international presence really solidifies their status as a global phenomenon. And the diverse lineup of supporting acts shows they understand how to connect with different musical cultures around the world. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. They're tailoring the experience for each region. That's smart.
Yeah.
It is.
Smart move.
It's amazing to see how far they've come, since their debut back in 2001.
Oh, yeah.
Remember One Step Closer?
Oh,
Exploded onto the scene.
It felt like the whole world was suddenly listening to Linkin Park. Hybrid Theory was a game changer.
Yeah.
The way they blended nu metal, alternative rock, and even those hip-hop influences, it was unlike anything else at the time.
Right.
And it resonated with so many people.
Oh.
Over 30 million albums sold worldwide.
It's insane.
It's insane. Hybrid Theory was a cultural moment.
For sure.
For sure. But let's not forget Meteora.
Oh, yeah.
That album solidified their place in music history.
Absolutely.
It topped the charts, won awards. And to this day, it's one of the best-selling albums of the century.
It is.
Meteora is pure gold, Numb, Somewhere I Belong, Breaking the Habit.
Well, yeah.
Those songs are anthems for an entire generation. And hearing them live on this tour,
I know.
I get chills just thinking about it.
It's going to be epic. And I'm really curious to see how they weave those classic hits in with their new material from Zero. Their sound has evolved so much over the years. It'll be fascinating to see how it all comes together on stage.
I know, right? Speaking of From Zero, I have a feeling this new album is going to blow everyone away. I've heard whispers that it's their most experimental work yet, pushing the boundaries of what we think of as Linkin Park.
I've heard similar things. Apparently, they've been collaborating with some really unexpected artists on this album. I'm not going to spoil any surprises. But let's just say they're not afraid to take risks.
Ooh, that's making me even more excited for November 15th. But, okay, let's be real. Getting tickets to this tour is going to be like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
They have such a dedicated fan base.
They do.
And after such a long wait, the demand is going to be through the roof.
You're not wrong. But hey, that's where we come in. We wouldn't leave you hanging without some insider tips. So listen up if you want to increase your chances of snagging those golden tickets.
All right, so we've established these tickets are going to be high demand.
In high demand.
Seriously high demand. What can our listeners do to maximize their chances?
First things first. If you're not already a member of Linkin Park's official fan club,
Right.
join it.
Yeah.
Fan club members often get early access to pre-sales,
That's a good point.
which gives you a huge leg up.
And keep your eyes peeled on their social media and website for announcements about those pre-sale dates and codes.
Yes.
You don't want to miss those windows.
Exactly. And when the general on-sale date arrives,
Oh, yeah.
be ready.
Be ready.
Have your account set up on the major ticketing platforms beforehand so you're not scrambling at the last minute. Every second counts.
Every second counts. That is so true. Here's a tip I learned the hard way. If you're flexible on dates and location, see if there are shows in smaller cities that might not sell out as quickly. You might even score a better deal on tickets that way.
That's a smart strategy. Don't limit yourself to just the big-name venues. You might be surprised at the hidden gems you can find.
Yeah, okay. And let's talk budget. We all know concerts can be expensive, especially for a band as iconic as Linkin Park.
It's true. Ticket prices can vary widely depending on the venue, seat location, and of course, demand. But don't be afraid to shop around and compare prices on different platforms. Set a budget for yourself and see what options are available. You might find a sweet spot that works for you.
Yeah, and remember, the experience is what matters most, even if you're not front row. The energy of a Linkin Park show is contagious. You'll feel it no matter where you're standing.
Absolutely. Now, once you've got those tickets secured, it's all about preparing for the ultimate concert experience. What can our listeners do to really make this tour unforgettable?
Well, for starters, I always love a good pre-show ritual.
Oh, yeah.
Blast their music, get hyped with your friends, maybe even make some Linkin Park-themed snacks. It's all about building that anticipation.
Love it. And I think it's important to revisit their discography before the show. Refamiliarize yourself with the hits, maybe even dive into some deeper cuts you haven't listened to in a while. It's like priming your musical palette.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
It'll make the experience even richer when you hear those songs live. Okay, and one final piece of advice from me. Stay hydrated,
Yes.
especially if you plan on dancing your heart out.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note, wear comfortable clothes and shoes.
Right.
You're going to be on your feet for hours, so comfort is key.
Comfort is key. So there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into Linkin Park's epic return. We've covered everything from tour dates and opening acts to ticketing strategies and pre-show prep. We're so excited for this tour.
Me too.
And we know you are too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a celebration of Linkin Park's legacy, their evolution, and their undeniable connection with fans around the world. I can't wait to see what they bring to the stage.
It's going to be amazing.
Thank you for listening to Just Announced.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an episode. New episodes weekly. Follow us for updates and more. Join the conversation in the comments below. Get ready to rock because Linkin Park is back.